Now we're on to the action items. Superintendent?
Good evening. The purpose of this item is to give an estimate of the number of California Commission on Teacher Credentialing permits that may need to be needed for the current and new teachers for the upcoming school year.
This is a document that comes through annually. It starts with the County Office of Education reminding districts to file for the declaration of need should the need arise to have to file for an emergency credentials, such as we may hire someone from out of state who has not yet taken the competency exam, or they may not have the CLAD. So we sometimes need a year or so for them to get, not a year or so, but we need that year for them to file and get their CLAD.
Could you speak into the mic, please?
Are there any questions?
Do you have any questions, board members? We have, I think, one intern currently. Is that correct?
One this year.
Do we have any other current staff on any of these limited assignment or emergency CLAD or other non-fully credentialed teachers?
This year we have one intern, and we have one individual who has a general limited assignment permit for science. But because these credentials, even the internship credential and this GLAP, they're issued by the commission, so they are
They're lawfully authorized.
Yes.
It's not disputing that.
I just
want to know.
I just want somebody to hear that not fully credentialed, and I was going, oops.
Yeah.
So they are.
Fully credentialed means not a preliminary or professional clear, meaning they've completed their training,
Right.
but for perhaps the induction they get once they. So two. We have two.
Just two.
And are we anticipating that we'll be 100% fully
We're-
credentialed within, a year or two?
We hope to. The two that we have this year are in science, which is a hard-to-fill area everywhere. So it was not our intention, but it just so happened to be that one was an intern and one filed for the GLAP. Again, coming out for next year, even with the signing bonuses for science and math, candidates are interviewing. So our hope is that we will not need to rely on the declaration of need. We will not need to rely on any emergency or intern credentials this year. That is always our hope, and it's always our effort not to go that route.
Which is good to hear, and we've generally lived up to that recently, though the number of teachers in credential programs and getting credentials is dropping precipitously in the state. We've gone from about 30 or 40,000 to 11,000, I think, getting credentials in most recent data, and shortages are starting to appear again. So I understand that we need to have this on file, and if we don't even have it on file, then we can't fulfill any of these short-term emergency needs that might pop up.
If they come up correct, we will not be able to.
But it
Without
is
delay.
incumbent on us to work hard to make sure that we're not taking advantage of the easy out, that we are recruiting and trying to get fully prepared. So and I know
Absolutely.
we're looking at some new science hires. Is that right this year?
We're looking.
And-
We're looking at some.
And I can add, just so you know, that it's we're making every effort to find fully credentialed teachers, regardless of the subject area. I will tell you that although we've had the single subject science position posted for about 2 weeks, I believe we've only had 2 applicants so far. I think that's the middle school one I'm thinking of, Ms. Farrell. I can't recall if it was 1 or 2, but so there hasn't been, and we're getting more recipients so far for the single subject math. I don't know if science is going to be harder for us, but we are making every effort.
Okay. And have we announced as Ms. Harrell alluded to, the bonuses?
It's part of the online job description.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that we're making efforts, and I hope we'll do everything we can to make sure we're hiring fully credentialed teachers. Any other questions or comments on this item? Okay, thank you. Do we have any public comment on this item? Okay. Do we have a motion?
Move to approve the declaration of, kill the name,
Declaration of need. for
excuse
fully
me,
qualified teachers.
thank you, declaration of need.
I'll second.
We have a roll call, please?
Member Ash?
Yes.
Member Merriam?
Yes.
Member Pats?
Yes.
Vice President Dice?
Yes.
President Affelt?
Yes.